Hi guys, good evening. I am just waiting I'm just waiting for my cue time to go on air. So in about 2 to 3 minutes I will be going on air, and I'm just waiting for the time. Okay? So thank you, and keep on tuning in because it's something worth listening. All right? As I said, I only have 2 to 3 minutes tuning, and I will go on air immediately in 2 or 3 minutes. So I'm just waiting. All right, it's something definitely worth hearing, so go ahead and share it. I am live on YouTube, I am live on Instagram and Facebook as well. All right, we are in. 1 minute is left. 1 minute to go, and then we'll be streaming live and we'll also be on air. Thank you guys for staying with me, and do go ahead and share so that others can see and know that we are on the discussion plate this afternoon. All right, here we go. Seconds and counting. Welcome. We shine light on what is hidden, the revelation of identity, the scene, the camera, and the captured image, subjected to reflectivity, breeds attention. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, lords and queens. Welcome to Exposure. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your girl Genesis. I am just here to tap in a little bit on his subject, and just go ahead and share via Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We are here live on air, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for tuning in with us, and thank you for sharing with us as well. Now, welcome to Exposure. Again, my name is Genesis, and here we judge no one. We are governed by 3 L's. We look, we listen, and we learn. All right, now in a couple of days, we dived into certain topics that have been discussed before, that is, we will be particularly familiar with, but they have not been on a platform such as this. So here we are today, bringing exposure to the surface, and we are yet to discuss the heating topic that has been remaining in the oven for such a long time. All right, now, does faith really exist? Does faith really works? Is faith a coincidence? Is faith godly? Is faith immoral? Is faith lacking of an attribute within our homes or society, the systems and the functions of this world? What is faith? All right. Now, if you want me to answer from a biblical perspective, I would have to say faith is your utmost belief and confidence in God. That is what that would be my answer if you want me to answer biblically. Now, if you want me to answer from my personal perspective, I would say faith is my strongest point of belief that in somebody or something. Faith is my strongest point of belief in someone or something. Now, theoretically, Google, let me grab my definition. Google will say that faith is the complete trust and confidence in something or someone, right? Google is not going to mention God, but I am. No, we have so many testimonies on where faith has brought us to and have gotten us out of. No, I chose this topic because I can relate to it. Out of the many topics that have been, recommended or suggested, this spoke to me spiritually, physically, mentally, all of my alleys. This spoke to me. I can relate to this. There has been a time in Genesis' life, and if you know her as Renee, or if you know her as Tanya, or Tweety, or Mercedes, or Star Girl, or whatever platform I have shared with you previously before getting here on Exposure. That part of me is the part that was without faith. That part of me was just God taking me through certain transformational mediums. Now that I have faith, I can help a little bit to push myself. I still need God, but I can push myself to a certain percentage. But before then, the Renee, the Genesis, the Mercedes that you knew was somebody that was just working off faith, F-A-T-E, not faith. All right? No, I met faith when I met God. I met faith when I met God. Faith allows you to know God at a different level. It kind of unites you with God. All right. Faith on its own is nothing, right? But when you go down in prayer, say for instance, you're supposed to attend a meeting that you're not a speaker, you are so nervous, it's like an interview, you're supposed to go ahead publicly and speak to earn this, to get this job. No, you've never been in front of a crowd. You've never done such a thing. You've never been placed on this platform before. You don't know what to do. You prayed the night before, but it will not go smoothly unless you have faith. It will not go smoothly unless you have faith. And faith is the confidence that something, whatever it is going to be successful. All right? No. The person that I was before is the anxious person I will be so anxious of the result or outcome of something that I always rush ahead to see. Thank you. Thank you so much. For those of you who are just joining, Do forgive me. Welcome to Exposure. This is one of our episodes where we speak on faith and does it really exist and does faith really works. We are streaming from 3 platforms. We're streaming from Instagram, Facebook, and we are streaming live on air on YouTube. Now, does faith really exist? The person that I was before, I would rush into any activity, anything that I'm doing, I will always be rushing. I'm always so anxious to see what the result is going to be and what the outcome is going to be. I have not so much given myself chance to see my growth with patience. I just want to know how it's going to turn out. I just want to know that after doing this, I am going to be good. I just want to know that rushing to this interview, I am going to get the job. I just want to know that at the end, I am good. I don't care what is going to happen in the middle. I don't care what is going to happen before. I just want to dash to the ending to confirm that the result is positive, that I did get through. Faith does not do that. Faith let you stay in the fight. Faith does not bring you closer to God. It doesn't. That's a blatant lie. Faith does not bring you closer to God. What faith does, it opens your eyes for you to see that He's already there. Let me repeat. Faith does not bring you closer to God. It does not. That's a lie. Faith allows you to be aware that He's already close. It's like a veil is over your eyes, right? And then with faith took the glasses from your eyes, it takes the veil from your eyes, and now you can see that God is really here. He has always been here. He's not in the sky. He's not flying around with a cape. He's not in the sky with a big cape and sitting on a big chair and with long beard, as how social media or movies or Hollywood wants to depict it. No. He's right beside you. He's right beside me. He wants to be my best friend, and He wants to be your best friend. I cannot exercise faith without speaking about God. I cannot exercise faith without saying, God. Both of them unites. Faith allows you to reunite if you have been cut off, or unite if this is your first ignition. It makes you unite with God. All right? No. Social media or culture or worldly culture, I am not going to limit it to the Caribbean. I am going to speak generally. The universal culture is for us Christians and those who are, children in God, children of God. It's the universal culture wants us to believe, or it has had us brainwashed for a while to have us believing that God wants us to do what makes us happy, right? And I am slow at this because I want to choose my words wisely and correctly. If I am yet to be quoted, I want to make sure that my concrete evidence is, of course, tactful and factual. All right? So, as I said momentarily, the universal belief, the universal culture is to have us believe that God wants us to do what makes us happy. That is not so. That is not what it is. God wants you to do what glorifies Him. God wants you to do what glorifies Him. Why? I have so much talent and I don't know what to do. I don't know what. God, which way you want me to take? Like, which career you want me to go in? Like, you give me all of my talent and I just don't know what to do with them. Like, what you want me to do? Me can't sing, me can't dance, me can't cook, me can't do so much things, but nothing want me try now work out. Okay. If you're a singer, sing for God. Sing and glorify Him. If you're a dancer, dance for Him. Dance to glorify Him. We as humans tend to be, we want to be spoon-fed. And I said we because I used to think like that. I'm not saying humans want to. I am saying we, because I'm a part of it. That used to be my mentality, where I get up every day and I cannot find my purpose. I cannot find what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. What is my career path? I have everything written down on paper, but I'm yet to confirm that this is what I should be doing. This is what He wants me to do. All right? So, my gift, my talent is my gift from God. And what I do with it is my gift back to Him. All right? Thank you so much. Welcome again to Exposure. Thank you. Yes, my talent is having many talents. I like that. My talent is having many talents. Yes, but my talent is my gift from God. But then again, what I do with the talent that He's given me is my gift back to Him. I will only be pleasing the world if I make myself happy. Because when I tell myself that I want to be happy, God wants me to be happy, so I'm going to do what makes me happy, because when I do what makes me happy, God is happy. No. Nada. No. Finito. No. No. Let's backtrack for a second. When you do what makes you happy, you're happy because you're doing your desire. Your purpose is God's desire of you. If what you're doing, if your career, if your job, if your attitude, your behavior, your thought, word, and deed, if your thoughts, word, and deed does not glorify God, you are not doing what He wants you to do. You are not doing what He desires of you. You are not fulfilling His purpose in your life. You can sing for God. Sing glorifying what God has been doing in your life, what He has done, what He's doing, and what He is about to do. If you can dance, dance for Him. Dance glorifying Him, what He has done, what He is doing, and what He's about to do. If you are a makeup artist, how did you come about your skills? Who are you contributing to when you do makeup? What message are you sending? Are you saying that, listen, God spoke to me one day and I asked Him, is this what you want me to do? The thing about us human beings, we turn to YouTube and we turn to social media. We might call a friend on the phone just to ask them what they think, instead of getting on our knees and saying, God, speak to me so I can hear you. Consecrate my space so I can discern you and understand you and hear your voice differently from that of the enemy. I am here, Lord. I am opening my mind, my heart, and my soul to your voice. Speak to me. And just like I'm speaking to you now, you will hear it and you'll be able to identify with that voice. No, I'm serious. He does speak to you if you ask. The weirdest thing, I will not say worst, the most surprising, weirdest thing that I've done is to ask God for exposure. And the exposure that He gave to me was extraordinarily surprising. I said to Him, something is not right. I can feel it. And the thing with women is that we have this intuition that never is, it's rarely wrong. It's hardly the opposite of what we feel. And I said to Him, I feel like something is wrong. what is it? What is going on? I feel like this person is lying to me. I feel like this person is pretending with me. What is going on? Father, expose this person. And I took a deep breath. And I got up off my knees and the phone fell out of my hands. While getting up off my knees out of the prayer that I just prayed, my phone fell from my hands. Picking up the phone and looking at it is the exposure that I just prayed about. That was seconds ago. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you're just joining, welcome to Exposure. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Genesis, and we are yet discussing another topic here on air. And it says, does faith really works? All right. No, remember, I just prayed seconds ago. I just prayed for the exposure seconds ago. And I am getting up off my knees out of the prayer. And there it goes. The phone fell out of my hands. Picking up the phone was the exposure that I just prayed for. What was the exposure? It was a hidden account of the person. Remember, I felt in my spirit that something was wrong. I felt that the person was pretending or somehow lying to me. And I said, God, expose this person to me. And that's what happened. I was getting up off my knees and the phone fell. And when I looked at the face of the phone, it had the exposure that I prayed for. And I'm like, but this person told me that they don't have an account on social media because they like their life to be private. But here I am looking at the phone. And I'm like, let me just scroll through. I am not a stalker, but the phone fell out of my hands. And this is what happened. And I looked at the profile. And there it was. The person with another person at the altar. Yes, there were the reception pictures, there were the makeup videos, everything was there. And I said to myself, no, sir, this is not happening. Be careful what you ask God for, because if you ask him for exposure, honey, he is going to give you exposure. If you ask him for exposure, make sure that your heart can take it, because he is going to give it to you. He said, ask and it shall be given, seek and you shall find. Brother, I was not prepared for that. Do you understand what I'm saying? I was not prepared for that. And all I did was screenshot the photographs and, send it to the person and bid them farewell. Went back on my knees, cried and said, Lord, thank you. The truth might not be what you want to hear or see or feel, but the faith in your God, will reveal anything that is underlying, because he takes care of his own. He takes care of his own. Does faith really works? Yes, it works. It works. Many of you have heard this story before of when I wanted a job and I could not find a job. All right? Now, I got up and I put on my heels and I went on the road. I started walking. I did not have the bus fare or the transportational means of getting to where I wanted to go. I didn't have the medium, and I put on my clothes. Yeah, that one suit there, you know, that one suit where you know you feel confident in, that one nice, everybody have that one suit. Everybody have that one suit. That one suit where you put on the one suit and you know, say you're confident, you just feel good. You understand? The one suit there, yes. I put on my little one suit, I'm gonna put on my stocking. Yes, I'm gonna put on my little shoes. And this spike heel, we call it spike heel in Jamaica. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry for always repeating myself, but we have new people who are joining and watching here on YouTube. So if you see me going back and forth, I am streaming from 3 different things, 3 different platforms. Instagram, Facebook here, Instagram, and YouTube is over here. No, me put on my one suit and me put on my spike heel. And my brother, I love you. Happy belated birthday, I love you. Welcome. And, you know, me start walk. I started walking. Like, yes, I started walking. And I said to myself, I'm going to get a job today, you know. Remember, I did not pray. I did not mention this to God. And that is what faith does. You don't have to pray for faith to work. Faith is your confidence. It's your trust in whatever you think is going to happen. That is what faith is. And me take up my little briefcase, and me look like a liar, and me never know how to do makeup them the time there, but me know some put on my red lipstick, and me do something with the eyebrow, and me do something with the hair. Me have 1 pack of gel left, and me put the gel in my hair, and then the time there, me have nice fabulous hair. You understand? Me have nice natural fabulous hair, girl. Yes, goodie. And me put the gel in it, and me say yes, and me step out. And I walked miles. I walked miles. I walked miles in my spike heel and my briefcase and my one confident suit. Yes, me said the gel I run down on my face because the sun I melt it and I don't know what to do. Yes. And I stop at every single institution, every single organization, every single company. Me not make none pass. And I went in and I introduced myself. Sometimes I lied, of course. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever the time of the day it is. My name is Renee. I'm here for an interview. Okay, but we didn't call anybody. You see, I'm on a journey of visiting those persons who have called me this morning. I did get a call. The person did not mention their name, but I'm here to do the interview, and I have a few more interviews to be done. What is it that you're doing? Am I doing the interview or not? Let me go speak to the manager. Of course. And she went down and she come back and she speak to the manager. He's not sure of who contacted you, but he would like to speak to you and he would like to take your information down and whatever. You have to make it look like you're so important. When nobody no call you. Listen to me. That's what I did. You understand? And then me pass the next person and leave me information and me go on. I'm telling you, I'm walking in the sun. I don't have water. I don't have orange juice. I'm walking in the sun on the longest highway in Florida. Me just reach. But instead of saying, me nah nobody for drop me, or me nah no bus fare, or me walk, brother, me I walk, and I'm coming home with a job. I am walking and I'm coming home with a job. Thank you for joining us here on Exposure. Yes, we're discussing how faith works. Does it really work is the question, and I'm answering it. The question is definitely yes. Right? No, me reach a one place now, you know. And me I said to myself, say, me have to go cross that bridge here. Me take off my shoes. Me take off my spike heel and me across the bridge. You understand me? I cross the bridge and me I go over. People look at me and they must have said, oh boy, she mad. Oh, I go and so rated this, that, whatever. Yeah, man. You have to block out the voice of people sometime. All the time. Block it out. Refuse. Refuse to listen to what they're saying. Refuse to accept what they're putting on you. Okay. I'm walking with my shoes in my hand. I'm a sane person, but I'm doing this because this will be a testimony to somebody else later in life. I don't care what you have to say. I'm doing this for me and my God. So back up. Continue walk, and more conscience. You know the conscience, you know the devil might speak to you and say, oh my God, you idiot. You can't come up and walk on the road. You're stupid. What people are going to say? Turn back. And wait till when somebody can help you. Turn back and, no. Be quiet. Dismiss yourself. And I continue walk. And I was so thirsty. I continue walk. And I decide say I'm not going home until I get a job. And I reach a hotel now, you know. And I say, but wait. Why? The hotel look big and it look fancy. And I go in and I say, God help me. Help me to say the right things. And I went in. And I said, hello, good afternoon. My name is Renee. How are you? I'm here for my interview. Dead stone in the lady I know. Hi, I'm here for my interview. An interview. Yes. I was told to come in. I'm sorry, I did not register the name of the person who contacted me this morning. But I do have another interview if you don't mind rescheduling. And she's like, oh no, wait here a second. Nobody no call me. Nobody called me. God forbid if I knew the name of the hotel, I just walked right in. Manager come out, three somebody come out in them suit and tie and whatever. I start getting nervous now. Come on, you can be nervous. You still have God, but you can be nervous because you're still in flesh. A part of you is spiritual and the other part is physical. Yeah? When me say my big shot I come out now, I tell you say, me feel like me just we go back through the door and practice the faith up me one next day. But something deep down kept saying, keep going. You understand? And every time that I tell the story, I get emotional because it was one of the biggest testimonies. It was one of the biggest miracles that happened, that occurred in my life. All right, the brother them come out now. And one looked like a him at the head. The next one looked like him barely cared. He mumbled there because in one day here he was called. And the other one looked like he's very, 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 very content. And he's a big shot. You know, big shot, them very cocky. And yeah, and I looked there. And I said, Lord Jesus, what me going to say now? Do you have any formal experience in this position? No, but I am willing to learn. I am willing to work with the best. Okay, how did you hear about us? Well, sir, honestly, I did not hear about you. Nobody spoke of you. Nobody recommended me to you. It's just that I walked into your building and immediately stepping into the front door, I knew it was where I wanted to be. How so? How did you figure you wanted to be here? Well, stepping in through the door, I immediately felt at home, and I realized that this is how your guest feels, because when I was coming in and they were going out, they were smiling. And you have to have put a good impression on them for them to be smiling like that. And I also want to be a part of that smile. And the Holy Ghost Spirit that out now, because good it's like the blood of Jesus. You are a liar. Okay. I don't know why you stopped me feet and started back going on. Listen, I Holy Ghost Spirit attack because Renee wanted to get up out of this up and run. Because I am not prepared. Me don't know what go on. Me don't know the name. Me don't know when they open. Me don't know how much rooms they have. I don't know what they cater to the target audience that they have. I don't know anything about the hotel. But the faith, the 1.111% of faith that I had kept saying to me, keep going, keep on going. And when the words don't, when you don't have the words, they will come. That's what faith does. It unites you with God. That's what faith does. And you know, the Holy Ghost Spirit did just a talk off him out because he can never go wrong. And me just did it in my little flesh, just a sweat. And you know, I managed to you know, keep my composure. But long story short, he said to me, well, you know, we're not hiring right now, but I chose to speak with you because I know that we did not call anybody. And you're a faithful person. You're a very strong person. And I'm like, wow, it takes one to know one. Thank you. I mean, come on, tell me, I say, this man have me sit down there. Very, very nervous. And me all sweating and me stacking. And I come tell me about how this, that, and I saw me out there tear up myself, you know. And me I walk, and me I check my pike heel, and me I look, see if me alright, and me brush off my clothes. And right beside that hotel was another one. And I'm like, are they partners? No, but they have two different names. And I said, God, I'm tired, I'm thirsty, and I'm hungry. This is the last one. Please, Lord, let it be. Make somebody in there do something. Because I'm tired and I cannot walk anymore. And I'm starting to get discouraged. You know, but I still had the little faith, the 1.11 something percent, yeah. And I walked over and I have one little glass. I don't know if you don't know them, they make up there. It black and it little. And you have one powder, you have a powder in it, and you have a glass, and you have a little pad. Them little cheap face powder there. I hit me take out of my bag because I carry from Jamaica and I couldn't afford no new one. So I hit me take out of my bag. And I start pad up my face now when I look like ghost because me never know how to put on makeup in the time there. Alright. I'm going now with my ghost effect face. I'm a tired body, I'm a sweat, I'm a this, I'm a that. And I walked in and I'm like, hello, good day, my name is Renee and I'm here to speak with your manager. And the girl was, she said, are you here, what exactly are you here for? And I told her I'm here to fill out an application. I want to do my interview, you know, if it's possible, and so forth. And you could feel my confidence weighing down because the first attempts before, I went in full-blown 100% confidence. I am here for an interview. It has to be done today, and I'm not leaving without the interview. But this time, I kind of give up, and me just go in and me just say, well, I want to do an interview, and if your manager's not busy, I would like to speak with him or her in regards to, you know, a position. And she's like, which position are you looking for? And I'm like, well, anything that is available. And girl, don't question me. Give me the application paper and just be quiet because you're not the manager. Like, you know the people who assume their position, who self-proclaim, like they are immediately intimidated by you. Just seeing you, just your aurora makes them intimidated by you. Why you question me for, brother? Are you will come too? She gave me the application and she told me to sit and wait and whatever. After finishing the application, she stooped over. She's like, are you finished? And I'm like, no, the devil send this a canine species here because I didn't know that I had a time limit on finishing this application. And I'm like, I am almost done, thank you. And she's like, okay. When you are in the spirit, God speaks to you. You understand me to say? And me immediately knew that she was working against me. And the devil sent her. And the devil cousin man, her sister, auntie, yes man. Yeah. But I said to myself, if this is the last place that I'm going today, me I'm going with a job here. Me tired. Me not have nothing to drink. Me very hungry. Sun burn me out. The jelly rubbed down on my face. This is the last place. Me now walk go nowhere else. Me tired. So God do something. And I'm sitting down in the lobby area waiting for the manager to come out, but me I rip up the devil in my head. I might have a smile like this, very composed on my face, but remember me tell you, so if you did it in my mind, I'd be a war going in this, so me I tear up some things in this, so yes, faith does work. And me sit down there, me I rip up the devil in my mind, and me I rip up she in my mind too, because she's so uncomfortable with me being there. You know the funniest thing? You're light. You see, people of God, you see, when you have God inside of you, you have a light that you travel with, and the light that you have will upset people's demons. When you walk into a room and people start frowning and you don't understand what happened, you're new. You're brand new to the room. You don't know anybody in the room and they do not know you. But as soon as you step in, goody, people start to frown because you walk with a light that represents the highest of the highest. You understand me? Sorry guys, I'm switching because I'm streaming from 3 forms, okay? No, me did I wait and goody just look upon me, and it was such an uncomfortable stare that it was a cold stare. She was just staring at me like, say girl, that's done a weird pan. And I'm like, anyway, me done, dissect her up in my mind, and I sat there and I was waiting. All right now. And she walked past and she walked go and she walked go and then every time she walked past, it's like she looked at me. And I'm like, okay. I know now that I'm supposed to be here. Yeah. I know now from that behavior that I'm supposed to be at this hotel. Yeah, because the intimidation of the enemy, I am supposed to be here. Yeah. And start build up my confidence. And the assistant came out. The assistant for the manager that I was waiting for. And she said to me, hi, oh my gosh, forgive us for having you out here waiting so long. And I'm like, no, it's perfectly fine. I decided to wait. And she's like, yes? And I'm like, yes. And she's like, oh, did you fill the application out? And I'm like, yes, here it is. But I would like to speak to the manager if that's possible. And she's like, well, the manager's in a meeting right now, and I cannot put my tongue up. I cannot say, I don't remember her exact words. Please forgive me, quote unquote. Like she was trying to say she don't know what time the manager will come out, and it would be really unfair for me to sit and wait and whatever. But at the meantime, we're not fighting flesh. We're fighting principalities, yeah? And is it true, my God bigger than everybody else, God? Is it true, my God bossy? We call him J, We call God J. I'm a J, yeah. He spoils me. I tell everybody, I have a man in my life who spoils me, rotten. Anything that I ask for, he gives to me. So, telling me in my spirit that this job belongs to me, me not go just get up and leave it so. Him already confirm it. Do not tell yourself, say my conscience say, and my conscience, and my feel like, and my spirit feel like. This is God's way of communicating with you through your conscience. It's not your conscience, it's God, it's the spirit. Anything what come to your mind, any gut feeling what you have, it is Him speaking to you. Some people might say, boy, my conscience, it tell me if I go to a party, see that them shoot up the whole place. No, God speaks to you directly. If He not use people or mediums or whatever, He speaks to you directly. You understand? I'm ready then and I say, all right, God, I hear something for them. See me already I get fight, I hear something for them, man. That is the identification of when the devil is working against you. When you get attacked, when you get fight for no reason, you don't know what you have done, but you are getting attacked for no reason. That is the primary complete confirmation that you're on the right path. Yes, man. I don't. All right. Let me see what I can do. But if you realize that you've been out here too long, go ahead and just leave your application. Go ahead. Go ahead and just leave your application at the front desk, and we will review it, and we'll just give you a call. And I'm like, okay, no problem. Thank you so much. And she's like, yes, thank you. I mean, take the application. I'm gonna go back right there in the seat, go sit down in the lobby. Me mean hungry as strike me, you know. And the 5-star tourists them come down and them have them ham and them lamb them we call it something there, lamb chops, and them have them big steak and them big this and bread and meat. They're hungry, you know. I'm here hungry and tired and thirsty, you know. Me try my best to look on the people and food. I tried my best not to stare at them, because the worm in my belly I play World War III. Alright. I did it. And me realize, me start write on the paper, the application. And me say, God be with me. That's what I wrote on the application. I am there for 3 more hours, still hungry, still thirsty. Me say, still hungry and still thirsty. Zeke, me did it. I'm a quarrel. Me say, why them people at lunchtime can't open them galang up and them center strike me? Me say, white squall, take me look here. I pay this me I do. Pay this me I do. And I'm doing it the most posh way, you know. And I will just have, me say the lipstick when me wear dry up goodie. The lipstick when me wear upon my lip dry up. I'm just telling you, I'm just emphasizing, but listen, it's the mere truth and fact of what I've been through. Alright? So me didn't know. 2 to 3 hours. I think it was almost 6:30, probably 6:15 or 6:20, because I remember leaving there 7. And she said, remember, you know, me reach at the hotel 3 o'clock and I sit down until about 6:30, you know. I saw a lady come out, and immediately, you know, when somebody take your spirit, you know, when they take somebody, it like a spirit takes somebody, I just, when she come out, me knows that the manager, me could have tell. Me say, me cuss this, me say, why me don't get up and go on up, them in here, eat them big food and whatever. When I tell me all the customer, I say, why somebody not offer me some food? Why God not send somebody with one food and say, hi, you hungry? Or something. I did a quarrel and so. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. And the lady came out and she was like, hi, oh my gosh. Renee, right? And I'm like, yes. And she's like, I did tell my assistant to have you leave, and I will call you because no man, this is Florida. This is a hotel in Florida. No, it wasn't in Jamaica. It's a hotel in Florida. When me just come here and me get me things them and me want to work, I don't know who fi go for where to find work. And it's not like Jamaica where you put out applications and you get called. It's here you have to directly know somebody, or you put up your application online and people will call you and this and that. It's very limited because you're working against so much people, graduates and all these things and whatever. So when your little one resume go up, trust me, it might be below 50 especially you're against those who just graduated and their masters and this and that. Boy, I mean, tell you, very intimidating. But anyway, she come out and she said, but I told my assistant to have you leave and I will call. I would have had her call you, you know. But I felt so bad. I didn't want you to be sitting out here so long. And you've been here since what time? And I said 3. And she said, oh, okay. Just a moment. And she go back in. You know, so me start dancing on my mind. Oh. For her to say that to me, just a moment, 1 more second. And she go back in. Me start dancing on my mind. Come in and say, yes, God, you work. Yes, I'm good at it. I look for me and I look for her. Zeke, you know, say me full of attitude. You know, me full of attitude. Me not do you nothing. Me not know you from Wapikil Philip. And you seeing me in this dire position, in need of a job. And you're immediately intimidated by me. And I mean, you're intimidated by nobody. Oh my God, in me. Because it's anything me say, me want, and me go for it, and God give me a confirmation, nobody else cannot do anything about it. He has already confirmed this position for me. Why you go to Bex? Why you go to Bex? Bex up there. Bex up, your lipstick don't even look good. Go on Bex. Oh my gosh. I met today, and she came out with something in her hand. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. She came out with something in her hand. If you're that good, Zeke, what you think it is? What you think she come out with in her hand? What you think she come out with in her hand? Remember, I've been there waiting since 3 in the afternoon. And she's coming out 6:20, almost 6:30. What do you think she come out with in her hand? No, YouTube, it wasn't water. I would have been grateful, but it wasn't water. No, I've done the application already. I'm contract. What a boy good. See a boy who feel full of faith there too. She came out with a document, like this is the document, right? And this is the uniform on top of the document. She come out with them 2 things here, right? And I saw the khaki uniform and the strip, and it was the same thing that the girl was wearing. And yes, the good body one, my full of attitude. God bless her soul. And she said, she realized that me freeze now, because that's the thing with we. We know that God can do things, but sometimes He Himself surprises us so much that is overwhelming, and it takes us in awe. We know Him powerful, because I impart the Red Sea. We know Him can do things because Him said, get up, girl. Little girl, get up and walk. Him said, take up your bed and don't. You're not paralyzed anymore. Him said, the blind shall see. Him lay hands upon people and people get healed immediately. So we know what He can do. But sometimes He just surprises me bad. And she did this, and she said, this is your uniform. I hope that it can fit. I took the smallest one because I realized you're a baby. Say me tiny body. And she said, welcome. See me here? With me idiot self. God just answer my prayers. Him just working miraculous work for me. And me did it like a vagab, like a boo-boo. See me here? And I'm like, thank you. There's no interview? She's like, well, Renee, you have already done your interview. You see, I was in my office with the directors of this hotel. We are only 2 years and we are still learning and still planning. However, I did not know that they were coming to meet with me this afternoon. Of course, they are property owners as well. So when they do show up on property, we have to greet them, we have to welcome them, and we have to sit with them, even if they are not on the attendance schedule. We were watching you on camera in the office. We were watching you on camera in the office the whole time. From the minute you came in the lobby and you put your bag down, we didn't know who you were. But we watched you. I sent the assistant to speak to you. I realized that you have been going back and forth and speaking to the representative at the front desk, but we watched you. These directors have never seen this. In their history, in their hotel, tourism industry, history, they have never seen somebody do this. This is also unbelievable because we could have had security escorted you out. But this was different. Of course different. This is God's doing. It's incomparable. I was speechless. I was speechless. And she said to me, calm down. You're here now. Just go home. This is my personal number. And she wrote her personal number on the back of the contract. And she said, when you get home, call me and tell me if it fits. That is your contract. Go ahead, read over everything and see if there's anything you don't understand. When you get here tomorrow at 9, which I'm expecting you, Renee. In my time, I'm hold back tears, you have to tug it out. You have to tug it out. You understand? Yeah, man. Yeah. Read this, and if there's anything you do not understand, when you come in tomorrow at 9, I'm expecting you, right, Renee? We will discuss it, right? Simia? That's all I could have. I couldn't do anything else. I was just overwhelmed by God's doing, and I was just, trust me. And she gave me the contract and the uniform, and I put it in my little briefcase. And the long strap briefcase come with 2 straps, the short one and the long one. The long one pop off, so me didn't only have the short one left. So me put them in a little nice briefcase. When me open it, one little bindi crack out, crawl out of it. Me kind of scratch it so nobody never see. And me use one of my little wipes. And me take up the crack out and me put it back in my briefcase. You have to go on like you're a lady, you have to, you can't make it think too obvious. And, me close my briefcase. And I took myself up, brush off myself, and I started walking. The entire time when I was walking back home, walking out of the hotel, I started crying. But this time I was crying tears of joy, not happiness, tears of joy. Joy you can never run out of. Even when you're hungry, you have joy. The difference between joy and happiness is that happiness comes from the world. The world sustains happiness. Thank you. Exactly. Because I don't know. I'm sorry, Facebook. I'm responding to a comment over here on YouTube. She's saying, where was the girl at that time? No, she wasn't standing there. She was just standing there. And this is the thing with when God do thing and do it very good, because he will allow those who are against you for no reason. He will give them the front seat to your blessing. He will give them the front seat in the audience to watch you receive your blessing. Yeah, man. They might get them tickets for the front seat. Popcorn, your juice, your soda, you go get them. They are going to get it to watch you on stage. Don't be glorious. Don't laugh at them when this is happening. Just pray for them, because they need to change. You understand? Walking out of this hotel, I started crying because I could have given up at the previous one. I could have not said today, me I go get up and put on the last tear up stocking me have and go there. You understand? I could have said, I'm not going to do this. I could have said, yo, one next day, and I could have kept procrastinating and keep putting it off, and I just 1.1% of faith. 1.1% of faith made that happen. She was there to see me receive my blessing. Me ball. Me no cry, no. Me ball. You know what ball mean? Me no mean like the overgrown cow ball. Me mean like, yeah, water just a rush down. Hi guys, welcome back to Exposure. Thank you. I became friends with her afterwards, but not close friends. Okay. For those who are just joining, this is Exposure. It's your girl Genesis again. We are discussing another topic. Does faith really works? And you heard my story. I am just responding to comments over here on YouTube, and there are also comments on Instagram as well. I might not be able to respond to each comment, but yes, and you're here on Facebook, so I might be looking at 3 different platforms. No, I say, I walk out of the hotel and I start crying. And I say, yo, I go to the hotel at 3 o'clock. I sit down, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm wait. I could have gotten up and said, God, I'm hungry now, I can't stay no more. It a soon night, me want to go home in the night and this and that. And when you hold on to God's hand, when you hold on to his hand, you can never go wrong. I hear my lead here, brother. And I know one of your friends who might think it will go through, and somebody who might feel say it will go through. We are speaking of a God who makes promises that is not able to lie. He is too faithful to fail. He is too faithful to fail. And we are living off his promises. He says he's your shepherd. He mean it. When he say I'm going to deal with you, he meant it. You can hold God accountable for his words. Because trust me, him can't lie. I mean, I come out of the hotel and I'm, yo, brother, me just a bawl, me just a cry. I was not making a whole heap of noise, but me I tell you, so the tears them are run down. And you know when you're really overwhelmed, when you're really going through it, is when your tears get warm. Your tears ever get warm yet? It's like you're crying out and then the eye water just get hot. It just not hot, but you know what I mean. It just get warm by your skin. So you know, so you really feel it. I mean, I cry, you know, brother. I cry. And I walk go back home. And my booty will pop off. No, Satan. Don't obey me. Obey to you, because I already get the job. And me no mind if me walk home barefoot, because God already confirmed and God already come true for me. So not why you don't know can't break me. The brother, the snake looking brother, yes, that brother they were down there, so yes, you know, say upon him face, him crawl, and him go forever crawl upon him face. You deserve to face the ground because you're already defeated. Yes, you. Come pop off my booty like that I go do me nothing. You are a liar. Booty pop off now. Me take up the booty, put it in my hand, come in and go walk 1 foot up, 1 foot down. Me take off it, 2 of them. Couldn't hold in my briefcase. Yeah? So me I walk go home now. Yo, you don't do this overseas. Are you crazy? You don't do this Brother, me I walk go home on the road, you know, on the highway, you know. With my briefcase in my hand, and my shoes in my hand, and my spike in my hand. That don't happen in America, bro. That don't, no. And people are good all pass me and I say, oh, she must be crazy. Like, Mom, did you see her? She's walking on the road with her shoes in her hands. Like, you want to give her a ride? No, darling. It might be a creep. She might be working with somebody to kidnap somebody. I'm just saying, some of the things that might be going through some people's heads, seeing me walking on the highway with my shoes in my hand and my little briefcase. Girl look good, but she don't look right, did. Her head gone, something wrong there so. But I did not care. I stepped out in faith and I got the job. I got to go home with my uniform and my name tag. Goody, I got to go home after sitting there and waiting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. I got to go home with my contract. And the most fundamental part of that story is when the lady say, when we ask her, say, is there an interview? She said, no, Renee, you have already done your interview. We have been watching you on the camera. You got here at this time and you just sat out there and you waited. What if I didn't come out until about 11 o'clock? And I said, Miss, well, I probably would have still be here waiting. Faith, it does work. Faith unites you with God. You cannot speak of faith. I cannot be caught speaking of faith without mentioning God, because faith as small as a mustard seed, it move a mountain. You know, so that little girl, I don't want to move out of the way still. But you see me, God is still working on me, and thank you so much. I'm going to go home with my uniform, brother. I went home with my contract to start working the next day, 9 o'clock. And I walk home and I saw me walk home and I cry. And I said, God, are you this? I said, God, are you this? You know? I said, thank you, God. I said, what me do if you deserve this? Me now walk the right road where you want me walk. What me do? What I'm not worthy of this. And me cry all the way go home. I cried all the way home. The last turn off to get to my house, and I was using GPS, no, because them tell me I know foreign and all them something. May I use GPS, you know? I owe that just stop on my foot. Let me tell you something about God, brother. Tell you something about God, He is real and He is supernatural. He does things in the most mysterious way. My granny would say he do things in the most mysterious way. You know? Just to add some humor to it. And the manager that stopped on my foot. And she said, Renee, are you crazy? Well, I've already thought you were crazy for sitting such a long time and waiting for me. But this is an extra. This is the extreme. You don't walk. Lady, you don't walk on this road by yourself. It's almost nighttime. Get in the car. And we have had a personal relationship from that time, from that moment until she picked me up on the way. And if she never picked me up, I would have walked all the way home. Because I have one chip in me where when me switch it on, and me say do road, I do road. Nothing is getting in my way. And I think that's the chip that God worked on. Faith. And when I go home, I walk past and I say, Daddy. And he say, you know, say you're not easy. Me I look for you from morning. You just come out of the house gone so. I mean, know where they. You don't answer your phone. This, that. So me I had to wait for him done. You can't do things like that, T. You have to tell me where you go. So me this and that. And okay. Him did there working on. He was at work. And his job, he works on the roof. 3-4 story roof. So I don't know how. Sometimes your testimony only belongs to you. Sometimes the journey that God is taking you on, you cannot take anybody else with you. Sometimes it's just for you. Sometimes it's just for you. Right? And
this is going to be a long day.
Hold on. And him just said to me, say, but you should have called me, man, let me drop you and whatever. I said, oh, if I call you, if you drop me, I never know where did I go. The journey will become clear to you once you step out. If you're not seeing a road, remember guarantees that when you start walk with a 1.1% of faith, the road will appear in front of you. Yeah, man. And he says, so where you go? I said, boy, I remember some of them name, but I go some place and I ask for work and this and that. Lord Jesus, all right. Tomorrow, Google some place and tomorrow me take you them. I said, no, me start work tomorrow. He say, eh? Say, yeah, me start work tomorrow. It's my uniform here and my badge. The look on his face was like this. Oh, okay. All right then, so that good then. Speechless. God always leave you in awe. Yes, speechless. And I went in and I went in my room and I grabbed my daughter. And I hug her. You know them hug, they will have 10G behind it. Hug. Me hug her tight. And I said, daughter, we are going to make it, you know. That time she didn't understand what I just said, you know. Mommy, she didn't understand what I said. But me I talk to her, I say, yo, hear me now? We are going to make it. And I started crying again and I'm like, God, thank you. I start tell God thanks. I start give him glory. I start play some gospel song now, you know. You can't tell me nothing. I start play some gospel song now. I'm just a worship. I'm just a say thank God. I'm just me in the ball and I not to realize that I'm hungry. I not to realize that I'm thirsty. Because this is the goodness of God. When he put you in a position and show himself to you and prove himself to you, the only thing you can do is bask in his glory. The only thing you can do is just testify. The only thing you can do is just rejoice. The only thing you can do is just spread a testimony and spread a word. You know matter. You're hungry for a morning from 3 o'clock. Me I walk by the word I look work. Thirsty. Didn't have a cent. Now the time comes for me to eat. Me not to remember say me hungry and thirsty, brother. Let me tell you something. Does faith works? Yes, it does. Faith works. Faith is your complete trust and confidence in somebody or something. And for me, faith for me is my complete trust and confidence in my God. No. Have I spoken about God like this before? Yeah. But not to this magnitude. Because it was, at that time, I was just in and out. You know, I wasn't, like I tell myself, say, yeah, me I go praise God, I go get baptized, but me not ready yet. You know, and you're just back and forth, 1 foot in and 1 foot out until God decides, yeah, you know, I'm very jealous, so you have to make a decision. Is it me or is it the idiot down the south? You understand? And you will know when he's asking you that question because he put you through some things, brother. Make you remind yourself, say, yeah, man, I got a question, me, no, I got to do it. Yeah, man, I got to do it. Hear me, no, man, hear me. Take it from me. You don't have to be, oh, righteous, most heavenly, righteous Father, this way, blah, blah, blah. No. No. I talk to my God like I'm a man. 1 second. Remember I told you not to talk. I'm almost done 1 more minute and then I close it up, okay?
Okay.
I have to make sure that the princess is okay because you know say goody a hustler but goody a mother too, yeah? No. I didn't know. I didn't know that she was watching me. If I knew that she was watching me on the camera, I probably would have be more nervous or wonder as to why she's watching me. I don't know how I would have reacted if I had known then that she was watching me on the camera. It's just that I was just overwhelmed knowing I was grateful because I am sitting there waiting for her to come out of a meeting. And if I had left, if I had given up, then she would not have a story to tell to her other staff. She would not have, this is my interview. As she said when I asked her, no interview? And she said, Renee, you have done your interview. We have been watching you for so long. And you waited for me to finish, to come out to you. That is your interview. So sometimes God do some things and you wonder like, me I walk from morning, God. And you really come make, you should have made the manager wait for me at the front of the door there. So you should have make it, we cannot tell him how to manifest his blessings. We cannot tell him how to put his part into play. He just does it in a way that when people hear it, it will be like, Jano, seriously, Browning? Like, honestly? Yo, I got that. His testimonies supposed to be over the edge. Of course, anybody can get up and say, you know, say God good, God bless me with a $5,000 yesterday, or God bless me with a new job, or bless me with a child, or bless me with the right man, or something. But sometimes the testimony that you share with somebody else would be their tool or their prop, or they're going to use that tool to overcome the stumbling block that is in their life. The testimony that God is preparing you for, and he's using you to tell that story, because who else is a better star? Yeah? You always wonder, why me I go through this? Why me at this? Why me that? Why not you? Why not you? Nobody can play this story, tell a better way. Nobody can be the star in the movie a better way than how you do it. Nobody will be able to tell this story in a more better way than how you're telling it. No. That's why when God is taking you through your boot camp, I know it's difficult not to cry and not to cuss and question God, but trust me, when you get out of that boot camp, you're going to go back to some people and you're going to say, listen to me, you're going to do something now, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you my story, and your story will conquer what the other person is experiencing, because it's at a higher level. God pull you out of some things, brother. So what that person is going through is way less of a stress than what God took you through. You are always a testimony out there for somebody. You are always an influence to somebody. That's why it's better for you to be more positive than negative. When I showed up to work 9 o'clock the next day, of course, the devil came at me the first hour in that same girl. And she's like, So your name's Renee? And I'm like, and she's like, so you don't speak? You see, the good thing is, it's good to have God in here, you know, because you see, like me, you know, me already do about 40 things to her in my mind. Me already like use her here and draw her all over the office floor like 20 times. Me already take up the office chair and plaster. Me already take down the picture what them on the wall for them award what them get. Me already use it, beat her out in my mind. Like me already, you see the same lemonade what them they put out for the officials them. Me already use that chew over pan her in her head from head to toe, wet her up long time. Me do so much things to her in my mind. But when you have God, you don't think like man. You don't think. Your thought, your word, and your deeds become God. So you can't do as you would normally please to do. Trust me, that would be my first and last hour there. Because I want to go do some things. How dare you? I am in my position of a dire need. I have a job. I have a child. I don't have help. And I'm here looking a job and you don't know me and I don't know you. And you're going to give me such a hard fight. You're going to yield to the temptation of the devil using you against me. And you don't even know me. Your presence will intimidate people. The light that you have in you will intimidate people. They don't have to know you. They don't have to know your background, where you came from, what you have been, where you have been. No, they don't have to know anything about you. It's just that the light that is in you, once you step into the room, them start frown and them uncomfortable because your light upset them demon. What do you mean if I don't speak? Of course I speak, but I don't speak canine language. Well, I wish that I had said that to her, but the Spirit will not allow me. It slapped me on my face and said, shut up. And the Holy Spirit covered my mouth and said, stop. Take a deep breath. I will handle this. Yeah? And sometimes we don't want God to handle it now because we feel like we need to prove a point. We need to prove a point. I want this canine to know that, don't play with me. But what would that have done? I would be right in and right out. The first hour. Oh my gosh, we were so impressed by this young lady. She came to the hotel. She waited. She did the application, but she waited. She came here from 3 o'clock and she sat down in the lobby waiting for us to come out. Even when I sent my assistant to tell her that I'm not available and I'm in a long meeting and I don't know when I'm coming out of the meeting. Even when I sent my assistant to tell her that, she was still waiting. And she waited from 3 to 7. And look at it. She came here this morning and she fought. She fought my front desk representative and she's not here with us anymore. She only spent an hour with us. That would have been your testimony. That would have been my story. But in God just pivoted around that. And he told me, he said, relax, I will handle her. And up to now, I did not say anything to her because my granny always tell me, say, if you don't say nothing good, shut your mouth. Trust me, me tear off her lash them in my mind. Me say, a little scarf that she have on her neck, me say, me choke her with it. But then again, we have to have a personality of Christ. Yeah? We have the true way of people, the true way of representing God is, it can be seen in how you treat people, how you speak to people, how you carry yourself, the words, your diction, your grammar, everything has to change. Every single thing has to change. Thank you. Welcome back to Exposure. I don't love cry. I was just overwhelmed. I cried all the way home. I was just overwhelmed by what God did. And you know, I go home and I put on my uniform after I done worship and pray and thank God and everything. And you know, I put on my uniform and I called back my manager and I said, it fits. I remember saying these exact words to her. I said to her, it fits. She did not know my size. When she come out with the contract and the uniform in her hand, she did not know my size. But the uniform she gave me fits. Brother, anything gotta do, happy perfect. Anything that he's doing has to be perfect. The uniform did have to fit. The contract did have to fit. The name tag, when I went home and looked at the name tag, assistant Depani, I have to call her back and I said to her, I think you mistakenly, anyways, I'm going to send you a picture of my name tag and I think you made a mistake on the position. And she's like, what's on it? And I said, you wrote assistant manager on it. Assistant secretary manager. And she said, Renee. She said, welcome to the team. I will see you tomorrow and we have a lot more to discuss. Me? Me? Assistant secretary to the manager? Me? I am not a full-fledged Christian. I don't do everything God says. I don't obey by all his commandments. I don't tell people about him as much as I should. My past is dirty. I've been in things, I've done things. Me? Like, what people are going to say when they hear this, they're going to say me probably they were the manager. Well, she's a girl, so probably they feel like me have some links. Probably them not go. How me I go tell people say me get the job? How me I go? Them not go believe. Them not go. Me. This is how God works. Him not question man, brother. He does not need to question us. Look upon we. He created us. Why should he give a fly what you think? But then again, he does. That's how God works. I am so passionate now to speak of this because it is now that I can see where he was taking me from. Like I question God so much. It's like, if the Bible did say, thou shalt not question God, what I did already? The amount of question me asked, me don't know. Everything, because say, God, why you do this? You must me don't like the boy, you send him over here to talk to me. Like, just make him, hi, how are you? Yes, man, yeah, man, you're single, right? No. You're not single? No, yes, what me I tell about God, you know something not ready to talk to the brother, you know something kind of like the brother, I'm not ready to talk to him yet, I send him over here. Why you send him over here for? You can't just, so we were saying, sorry, somebody was calling me, but, are you single? Yes? Okay, so we can link then, right? For my ends, no. I mean, not a link by your ends type of thing there. So I said, we can't link. I said, we could be friends. So me I go say, me I go talk to you. You start off with such a nice introduction, and then you're gone on a wappy kill fill up, you're gone on a barrel bottom. Me not wait them something, man. Man. I saw me question God. This is what our relationship is like. You don't have to be almost righteous, Heavenly Father. Father, I am with the great I am, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the. Be yourself. Be yourself, because he's not in the sky with a big iron fork, and he's not flying around with a cape on his neck with a long beard like what Hollywood makes him look like. He is your friend. He is right beside you. He is closer to you than the clothes where you wear. So when me I talk to him, I'm like, God, say, she wrong. She wrong, She wrong, and she not even going to apologize to me. Even if she apologize, me will accept it. But she not even say, and then God will be like, then you go apologize. And I will be like, huh? Me not do not wrong. Me not say when me if apologize. Me not do not wrong. Me not, I don't mean it. She knows that she did wrong and she's wrong. You see, you go just make me look weak. Like you go just make me look like say, Joe, alright, me I go do it. Hey, yesterday, the little disagreement that we had, I wanted to apologize. No. Don't apologize. I will apologize. I am sorry. I feel good now, because me know say I never me if you apologize, I did she, but here what God set me up. I go over there and say, you know what? I'm sorry too. I misunderstood what happened, and you're fabulous. And she's like, yeah girl, you're good. And it's just that God does not think like man. Neither does he operate like man. Trust me. The only regret that I have is not surrendering earlier. If I had surrendered earlier, I would be telling this story and I would be testifying this story at probably an age of 20 or 25. Well, because I wanted to travel the world, I was adventurous. Everybody is adventurous. Every single human being, because it is within our nature to be adventurous. And nothing can be said against you about that. It's difficult to fight our flesh because our flesh is very stubborn. It's difficult to fight your own flesh, your own conscious mind, your own conscience. It's difficult to fight the flesh. When you know that the brother look good and the brother beard shape up and the brother smell good and him look nice, and say him want a big position and him have a ambition, and just because of that, you're going to accept him in your life. When God have one nice brother around this, so sit down and wait upon you. But your flesh will tell you, say, you know what? If we bring him home to my mother will feel good because him in a jacket and tie and, he's not from the hood and him no smoke and him no, yes man, daddy will like him too because him work at the bank and yes, so you go on in your flesh, good day. Yeah. Somebody comment, drama queen. Yes, say me a drama queen from Green Island. I'm so sorry. This is Miss Miller and Mr. Andrews' fault. Them told me now I'm an idiot. Me can't run away from it. But this is how you are in spirit. Yeah, in flesh. Sorry. This is how you are. The devil is a liar. This is how you are in flesh. If you came home and your mother goes say yes and them go show off with him. And them go show off with him and say yes, he work at bank and you can go open your bank account because when a husband up there, when a boyfriend up there, yes. No. Would he treat you? God does not look on the appearance. He looks at the heart. And when you carry home the brother there, and the brother they cock up him foot by your mother couch while him just clean, how you feel? When him go in your mother pot, your mother don't cook, and him go in your pot, and she will feed him food and sit down and look on everybody else. How you feel? When the brother sit down in front of you, and you're having a conversation, and he's like, yeah man, the way you want it, man, that's cool. Not engaging in anything that you're saying, not showing you the respect that you deserve because you are a queen, you are made from a king. He's not recognizing you as a queen, he's just recognizing you as a girl that he's chilling with. And probably when he's there with him friends and he say, yo, me just a link a 1B. He's not representing you as his own or his queen. He's representing you as just a girl in a deal with on the side. You understand? Probably the on the side, Yeah, yeah, just one of the dog puppy them, and him have a big mama dog on this one deal with, and you're just telling yourself like, oh gosh, like yes, good, him in a big job, and you're not getting none of the big money, but him in a big job, and you feel good because him in a the big job, but you not get none of the big money. I was such a yamabella. I was such a yamabella until God said, look here, say, when you get yourself in a dumb, come, left this and come over here, so. In order for you to have everything you want in the world, you have to want me first. I'm going to say, all right, God, me understand. But let me just try that one word again. Let me try that one word because me feel like things will work out. Me not listen to what God is saying, I thought that I could have it both. Me just go try, man, done. Me just try, man, what I run gone. And I tried and I tried. Truth is, I'm tired. Try. Me can't look on Instagram because if me look on Instagram and talk, I be laughing and go on because some things that are going with over the in the comment section. And be one stuff, man. Joe. Me go try the brother, the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and none of them made me felt complete. I bet I will make you feel like you're the most beautiful girl in the world, but you're just not enough. You have the best body, but you're just not enough. You're educated, intelligent. Your personality is beautiful. People gravitate to you just by hearing you speak one time. But you're still not enough. You're cute. You're beautiful. When you put yourself together, you're so stunning. But you're not enough. I hope you don't feel that way, but after me meet your friend, me kind of rate your friend more than you. Like, me hope this not put a bad taste pan with thing, but you know, say, I have to tell the truth, right? And hope we can link same way still. You are nothing without God. I was a nothing walking around thinking I was something. I had everything in my mind. I had everything. I could get the boy I like. I could get the job, the this and that, but I was an empty shell. Know that I have God. Reject me now. Know that I have God. Reject me, because I am going to be happy when you reject me, because it's not you rejecting me, it's God's protection from you, canine. It's God's protection from you, because you're not going to treat me like the wife. You're going to treat me like a little girl, like you're a little eeny, miny, more tic-tac-toe. But when God picks up that little bread or something there, yeah? And you have to make it known. You have to make it known to him. What is it you want? Clear. Don't tell me, say, God, just send me somebody good. You won't be able to identify when that person shows up. You have to tell him, say, God, hear me now. Let me tell you what me tell God, yeah? Him have to smell nice all the time. Yeah. I'm trying not to look at Instagram, guys. Just me. This is me. I'm being myself. I can't be no other. Please. Him have to look nice. Him have to smell nice. Him ear have to pretty, because my baby them have to look good. Like Rihanna. Have you guys met Rihanna? I know Instagram and YouTube has met her. But Facebook, yeah man, Facebook's supposed to know her. You see how Rihanna pretty? God, make sure that you send this. I'm sorry. I am your child. I am a Christian right now. But me no need no ugly brother. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Lord. You're still working on me. Do forgive me. Yes, man, the brother have to look good. Yes. You have to look good. He have to smell good. He has to have that wow effect. You understand? He might get a wow effect. So, sorry. He's getting a wow effect. So he has to be a wow effect in return. That's only fair, right? No, I want a man that is able to cook, because if I am sick, I'm supposed to can take over the back wagon, right? And he has to be God-fearing. Have to be God-fearing. I don't mean in the church. I don't mean a Christian. I mean that he have to be God-fearing. He have to know the word. He have to know what God said. In this context, he has to know God for himself. Because if he not love God before, he can't love himself and he can't come love me. You understand? And after that, let me see what else. He doesn't have to be rich. He doesn't have to be poor. We can make life together. I believe in that. I give a 50, you give a 50. I give a 30 and you give a 70. Yeah, my money is my money and your money is my money. Yeah? Anyways, just joking. But that's my package. You have to be intelligent, you have to have ambition, you don't have to be in the best job. But if you're good at what you do, that's a plus. If you bring home what you're supposed to bring home for the bills, if you be the father figure to our kids, come on. Nothing can come against us. If we pray together, we stay together. A man who can go down on his knee and he's not afraid of being judged by him linking him and say, why will I pray do? You know? That is my package. Although I like the one who can sing to, I like the one who can sing and can dance to. I understand, but we work on that. I can teach you to sing, I can teach you to dance, and Guys, this is Exposure at its best. You'll always get me being myself. It's your girl Genesis. We only have a few more minutes to go. I do want to say, however, subscribe to our YouTube channel as Exposure. Subscribe to us on Instagram. If you do go on Instagram, though, it will be a brand new page. I've cleaned up the page. All the past, I took them down because we're working for better now. We're working towards, right? So the Instagram page will only have our ads for the station. It will only have advertisements and promotion, but everything we do here on the platform on YouTube. All right. So no, guys, just practice your faith. Practice telling yourself. Practice putting confidence in God. If you have placed your confidence in every single thing, the guy, the girl, your parents, your job, a friend, a motivational song, if you have placed your confidence in all these things, try God now. Just try him. Give a test like you give everybody else. It's only fair. It's only fair. Give him a chance like you've given everybody else. And I'm saying everybody else because obviously everybody else have failed. That is why you're still here right now, uncertain of what to do, unsure of which way to go. So try him. Give him the chance you give everybody else, because trust me, I might do that. Yeah? Him are the only linky but won't let you down. He's the only man that will love you the way that you ought to be loved. He is the only sister that will tell you the truth, that will convict you in your wrong and make you know that, listen, you did this, it was wrong. I'm not condemning you, I'm convicting you so that you know that you are corrected at what you've just done. Repent, start over, get up, go back to the drawing board and just come again. Don't beat yourself down, don't cry, don't no. Just keep going, keep going. The Bible says, and I don't want to sound too biblical, but of course, I have to use this word as a reference. As small as a mustard seed, faith as small as a mustard seed. You can say to the mountain, move, and it's moved. It's gone out of your way. And theoretically, in today's society, people would say, but he wasn't really talking about a mountain. He was using it in a context. Brother, just shut up now. Brother, if faith was what was used to part the Red Sea, you understand? A faith made the woman with the issue of blood get cured instantly. The faith that she had, and she said to herself, boy, if my God just hold on to him, if him so powerful, him clothes most powerful. So me I gotta just reach out and hold on pan a little bit, and probably me can tease some of him power and fix myself. Cause this lady has been bleeding for so long, and she tired of bleeding now. And she see the brother pass, and she say, if me just probably touch the hem and garment, if me just hold on, if him have power in clothes, must have power too. Let me just hold on pan in clothes and see if me can get cured. Me know me I got cure. The faith, believing completely in something and in somebody. That's what happened with the woman with the issue of blood. If you haven't read it, go read it. Go read it. And she held on. She held on to the tip of the garment when Jesus was passing. And he felt the power. He felt the power leaving his body. You understand? Like him said, no man, part of me gone. And he turned around and he said, who touched me? And then she kind of feel bad now, she kind of feel embarrassed now. She just say, me, my Lord. I just thought that if I had touched the hem of your garment that I would be cured. And Jesus said, yeah, of course, your faith has made you whole. Just like that. Make him pass now. Me not touch just the tip and handle in garment. The security have to come take me if him go have security. Him disciples them would have to fight me. I have come here run and me go up down one tree and me chuck off pan him. Me put on him clothes with him. Me hug up the clothes. I just want you to be comfortable talking about God. I just want you to know that you don't have to be holy of the holiest to speak of him. In today's society, people make you feel as if you're this type of person, so you can't talk about God. Your past is like this, so you can't mention God in your God name in your mouth. Might I remind these people, the Bible was written not by holy people. The Bible was written by liars, prosecutors, prostitutes. It was written by murderers. We are not saying that these actions are acceptable. We are saying that God is able.
That's enough. No.
We are saying that God is able. And he does not call the qualified, he qualifies the called. Thank you so much for listening, ladies and gentlemen. My daughter says this is enough. I guess this is enough. She's tired of hearing me speak. So I am going to eat some, what is it that I'm going to eat now? I'm just coming off my 21 days of fasting from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And trust me, I have shed some weight, you see. Girl feel light. Girl feel blessed. Ladies, gentlemen, fabulous kings and queens, you are fabulous. You hear me? Let nobody tell you otherwise or make you feel otherwise. You are made in the image of the perfect being that walked among us and is still now here, existing, living. You are a part of the great I am. You are fabulous. You are talented. You are gifted. You're sought out. Yeah? Yes. Yes. Go in your mirror. Look at yourself. Admire yourself. Yes. You're beautiful. You're fabulous. You're just fabulous.
Mommy.
You're fabulous.
Mommy. I need to pee.
Okay, I'm coming. All right, guys. No, do stick and stay. We have another session coming up tomorrow. Same time, same place. Thank you so much. See you soon. See you soon. God bless you.